Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Woolly jumpers are a nightmare for getting in the trunk. Yes, Professor Binns does show off.
You wouldn't catch me keeping one.
Why not? I think it's nice to be able to look back at old times.
Fear is weakness. I never feel fear.
Incendio! Levioso! Professor Weasley? What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks. Revelio!
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio! What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio! I hope that house elf can find us in here. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need's...
Well, now it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Revelio. Incendio! I imagine the desk of description will come in.
It will.
Can't?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Revelio. Levioso! 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 Accio! Levioso!
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. Dick thinks you should be...
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson. Do you have the moonstone? You can acquire some by vanishing items here in the room, or you can gather it outside the Hogwarts grounds.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Over here. Sebastian.
Did you find what you were looking for? I understand. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know.
He does. Glad.
A proper magical edge.
My thought, a spell to... It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact.
Confringo!
Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Ascend. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
Confringo! That's it! I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our...
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you...
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange...
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian, you breathe My father is
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about...
Ominous.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
I'd rather go alone.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back. I was. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig?
I do.
Trial?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins...
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not the trial. They will test your... But of equal importance, you will need
Respectfully, sir. Traces of...
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a... You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as...
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell any...
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Yeah. Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Revelio! I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
Potato! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! dying to lose.
Incendio!
Creatures you dare!
Oh, it's actually quite...
Confringo!
Some this... Oh, at least give it a bit of effort.
Reducto!
Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo! I heard something.
Confringos.
Better not be a trick.
Ah! The lamb returns to the wolf.
Confringo!
What are you, Gobstone? Go to harm. You'll have to fight him there.
That's proper people, they! Confringo!
A mere irritant.
Protego!
Reducto!
Incendio!
Reducto!
Incendio!
Confringo!
Got it! Pathetic! Incendio!
Reducto!
Confringo!
Head in the clouds, this one! Reducto!
Protego.
Clumsy little fool! Confringo!
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Would that you all wielded that power for good.
Revelio.
Some you! Oh, the anticipation.
Incendio.
Back for more.
Revelio.
Good. Not the brightest child. You can't roll your way out of this!
Revelio. Revelio.
Why should Hogwarts be any different? Nothing to budge an arrow to, except spiders. Not worth the trouble, though.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. Revelio.
This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. I suppose we could charge right into their mist. Oh.
Slippery. Rather unwise coming back this way. You are. Leviosa. You don't know who you're playing with. Expulsor. Are ya?
Potato!
Accio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Ha! Oh! They were just here! Let's get it.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Confringo. I won't rest until you're
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
No! Leviosa.
Revelio. 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 Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Oh, this'll be a laugh. I won't rest till Levi's dead. Who do you think you are?
Incendio!
Expelliarmus! Expulsor! Confringo!
Won't get away with that.
Levio Potato! Still having to survive! That was pitiful! Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different. I'm glad that's over. Let's head inside. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor.
All right. But if they command it, remember...
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly... That said...
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Whoa. Whoa. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Confringo! Revelio. These look familiar. Accio. Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Oh. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Revelio! Reparo! Leviosa! Revelio. What have the Keepers planned for me? Revelio! Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Accio! More statues. Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Revelio. Accio. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio! Accio. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Don't like the look of this. Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Confringo! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo!
Confringo.
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Don't like the look of this. Don't like the look of this.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Hey guys, Ox here. Welcome to this Hogwarts Legacy boss guide. This is the first Guardian boss that we fought here on the stream the other day. This is the PC version. We're playing on hard mode. It is an ultra wide aspect ratio. If you guys want to catch that out, check on the live tab to catch that stream what it looks like. But this boss fight was relatively simple, but I wanted to go over in this guide and let you know on his moveset. So as soon as he summons out or comes out, he did a stomp. Now, I don't know if that's always going to be like that with every single fight or encounter, but with me, it was a stomp, and you're going to go ahead and dodge with circle or B, depending on your controller that you're using, dodge left or right, and you can have these objects in the background where you can hit R1 to disrupt him. Rather than calling out the names of these spells, guys, I'm gonna keep it simple and just call out the colors. So here we go. This first move that he pulls out is a yellow colored spell. You can do that with whatever you have mapped on your face buttons on the bottom right corner with the yellow there. You can do it like that, or you can simply dodge out of the way like I just did right there on stream, and then 3, you can hit R1 to cancel. You have 3 ways to cancel that. If you have your ancient magic, you can go ahead and use that in between. Just make sure that when you do that, it's not, you know, when he's in the middle of something. And when you do your ancient magic, he actually staggers for quite a bit, and you can just knock out your basic attacks. My recommendation is I would avoid your purple and yellow spells, okay? I would just knock out your reds and your basic attacks and get the damage in while he's kneeled down in stun. The next thing that he does is this massive AoE that he's doing right now. You can see it. What you're gonna do is just stop attacking, run, dodge out, or even teleport out. I forget sometimes that I have the teleportation move where you press and hold circle or B to get out even faster than I did here in this example. So get out of the way, wait for him to do his cast like that. You can continue doing your basic attacks while you're outside the circle, which I didn't do right here, but you want to keep the damage up at all times. Now, what you're gonna do here is basically just kind of wait to see what he does, because he does some things that are like kind of off camera. You'll see what I mean later in this guide. So here he goes again, another with a red circle, and you're gonna dodge left or right, your choice. That way you can get out of the way. What I did here is I ran in and I started doing my basic attacks and knocked out the reds and get some damage in. What he does here is he brings out the yellow colored one. So go ahead and use either your yellow spell if it's up, if your cooldown is up, or you hit R1 to hopefully grab an item in the background to disrupt him. His next move is rinse repeat. He does another stomp. So I would always just, you know, really have your circle and B button just ready to go at all times, because he'll do that stomp at random intervals. So here he goes again. It's another stomp. I don't really remember seeing him do back-to-back stomps like this, but like I said earlier, just be always ready for the stomp and dodging. What you want to do is kind of keep up your damage and get the blue ancient items that you can pick up, and watch out what mechanic comes next. Here is going to be your yellow, and I actually mistimed this really bad. I did not do this correctly, and I ended up taking damage because of it, but that's a big no-no. It was pretty easy. Just do the yellow or do an R1. So once you kind of get stood back up, go ahead and start doing your basic attacks. Just always keep the damage up. Like I mentioned earlier, when you have an ancient magic ready to go with your L1, R1, go ahead and knock that out. Doesn't matter which one happens or which one you get. Anytime you use ancient magic, it will stagger the boss for, like I said, a long time. So once he's staggered, get in there and start doing your massive damage. Whatever you have equipped at this point in the game, just get your damage out ASAP. Get in there and just get in while he's staggered. Here we go with the same mechanic we saw earlier. Once he's staggered here, you're gonna see that blue massive AoE. Again, just roll out, run out, or even teleport out as quickly as possible. And a good rule of thumb, I don't remember, I did do it here. Once you're back this far, go ahead and start doing your basic attacks and anything that's at a long reach to keep that damage up while you're waiting for that mechanic to wrap up. You're gonna start seeing the blue ancient magic globes come out, so go ahead and grab those when and if you can. So here he goes again. He raises his hands up in the air and his right leg, and he does that stomp move with that conal or that line attack rather. Just go ahead and dodge left or right. Nothing new with that mechanic. Here he goes again with another stomp. And now you're going to see a yellow circle around me, because at this point, it seems like this happens when his health is less than 50%. You're going to see an additional attack to his left or right, and you're going to see the Protego indicator around your head. So just be cognizant and aware of that. Here we go again with your yellow magic. Go ahead and knock that out. For me, it was R2 circle, but whatever you have it mapped to, just go ahead and use that. You see what happens. A massive explosion happens. It does stagger him for about 2 seconds, and then he comes back and starts doing his rinse repeat stomp, so just be ready for that. So here you go again. If you guys remember what I said earlier, when his health is below 50%, he brings in a new mechanic that's not a part of him. It's separate. So just be ready to dodge, because you'll see these, beams coming out from usually his left side, your right side. Here comes a new mechanic. This, instead of being yellow like before, now you have a purple spell that you want to knock out. In my case, it was R2X. And quickly do that real quick. You'll see a massive explosion, a little bit of damage, stuns him for a few seconds. Just so happens that I had an ancient magic meter ready to go, so I went ahead and hit L1, R1 to get the damage in, brings him to his knees, and again, he's stunned for a really long time, just like before. Get the damage in as quickly as possible. And again, anytime he's staggered, it seems like he always does that AoE right before he stands up. So just be ready to run out or, teleport out. And again, once you're in that distance waiting for that mechanic to wrap up, just go ahead and start doing your basic attacks and any long range spells. That way you can keep the damage up. So here he goes again, just like before. He raises his hands and his knee up. He does that line attack. Get out of the way and keep your damage up at all times with the basic while your cooldowns are coming up. And again, if you keep doing your combos and you're dodging everything perfectly, you can go ahead and get your ancient magic, your L1, R1, and then before you know it, he is dead, and that's gonna do it for this boss fight. If you guys like this video, drop a like.
Don't like the look of this.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
What a relief. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morgana, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Revelio.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back. We saw you in the pen.
We shall defer to you in this matter. Now then.
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps.
Before you go,
Professor? Not that I recall.
evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the... If...
Revelio.
I should ask Sirona at the Three Brum.
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Black is without a doubt the worst headmaster in the history of Hogwarts. He's not behind me, is he?
What was the Ministry thinking?
charge of a bunch of children. He hates children.
I don't think a single student likes them.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Revelio.
I think you may have forgotten your decorum.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
Revelio. Ugh.